Welcome back. Today we're going to go over Thylessia. We're going to do things with her that you have not seen before. I watched some top content creators, and in their 12-minute video, all you learned that she could do AoE decreased defense, and that she could loop back around and extend that in a 12-minute video. It literally... Anyways, let's not talk bad about that. Let's get into the video. We have her at level 50, no books, in a relentless set with HP gloves, accuracy chest piece, and speed boots. I don't feel like you need to put books into her. She's going to do her job just fine. And you don't even need masteries. I do have Master Hexer, but I did this right when I was starting out. Now, after playing her, I don't even feel like I needed to put masteries into her. We're going to start off on Dragon 25, and as we go along, it's going to get way more impressive. We're going to start off small right now, just so you can see her extend all these debuffs, and we're going to think about the most powerful debuffs out there that we can actually extend with her. Now, we can't extend those hard crowd controls, those CCs. We can't do the provokes, we can't do stuns or freeze. Otherwise, it would be really broken. But right now, you can see in a minute that we're going to have all these extended on our enemies. We're provoking them, yes, so we can control the wave, but we're also getting up all these poisons, decreased accuracy, decreased defense. Yes, she can apply the Hex as well with her passive. This is all her at level 50 without any books. And she's just going through here and making sure that this wave is easy. And you can see how this is going to transition over to Doom Tower waves, which we're going to do Doom Tower 118 hard with her. At level 50 with no books, just like this. Let's jump on to the next clip. So the strongest thing that we can extend in this game is skill lockout. That's what I call it. I think it's called something else. It's to where the enemy can only use their A1. And Bellower can do this on his AoE A1. And we've used Bellower, a tank stun Bellower, many times before. But this Bellower actually isn't locked out. Otherwise, he'd be doing his A1 all the time right now. We'd be getting these skill lockouts. And with Master Hexer, we can get him for 2 turns at times. But there. She just extended everyone. He's got a 2-turn there. We've got a 1-turn over here. Maybe she already took a turn. And if Bellower's going to get more up, which he will, he'll just keep doing his A1. And what I did on lots of this video, because I record all this stuff and then I chop it up and I talk over it with you guys. I thought this clip was with me locking him out so he'd only do his A1 over and over. So we get that stun up sometimes, and then we get those lockouts. You see that lock up there? It's still there, still down here, still over there. She's just extending that over and over. That means all they can do is their A1. So we say we don't have that provoke up. Say we don't have that control up. They can still attack whoever they want to, which would be her because she's so weak right now. But they can't do their abilities, which, as you know, in the Doom Tower, this is key. To lock them all up, keep them controlled, and then even if they do break loose, then we're good. But Mortu Macabre will still do peril. You can provoke Mortu Macabre to where he will not do his peril, but even if you have this lockout on him, he'll still unlock it and can hit you with it. So be careful if you're going up against him. Make sure you're stunning him and provoking him if you're going through the Doom Tower with her. But this will work with everybody out there. All right, let's go on to the next clip. This time we're going to bring in a lot of poisons along with that lockout, and I'm pretty sure Bellower is. He's starting out with his A1 now, so we're getting up a crazy amount of poisons, which is easy to take down waves like this. We're locking them all out. There's a 3-turn lockout, a 2-turn lockout, 1 turn because they might have taken a turn, but that 3-turn and that 2-turn was very impressive. She's in a relentless set, so it's only on a 3-turn cooldown to do this, by the way. An AoE 3-turn cooldown to extend all debuffs. It's very strong. It's stronger than thinking about her as an AoE decreased defense person. But we'll use that. We'll use that AoE decreased defense. Then we'll loop back around and extend a whole bunch of poisons on the enemy. And then we'll poison explode with Xavia. And that's going to give us our decreased defense plus extend all those poisons. The more stacks we have up like this means the stronger our poison explosion is. Easy to go through there, right? Okay, let's go on to the next wave, next wave, next wave, right? We get to the boss. Same thing. Here she goes to extend anything we put up on the boss. But she's really fragile, so I think she's going to fall over soon. There's nobody to debuff spread to. There we go. Okay, good. She got it. We got stunned. Let's see the next part. Now we're going to bring in somebody who can actually survive at the dragon. Who can actually survive. We get the lockouts again. We get the poisons. We brought in Eurogrim. We've got Apothecary to speed us up so we get more turns. We extend everything. Same play, right? We're locking them out so they can only do their A1. No matter what happens, you see all these lockouts. I mean, they're all there. They're all there from Bellower's A1. and Bellower can stun too, so they're wrapped up. We don't have to really worry about these waves. We get up these poisons. They die by the poisons from taking turns. So many turns on here. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It's really amazing that now we have this AoE decreased defenser, and she can extend the major debuffs like this that make it easier for us to get through these waves, kill the boss, and then also lock them out. Countess Lix would be amazing with her because Countess Lix can do a 2-turn lockout on everyone, and then she'll loop back around, do a slow speed, and turn meter reduction. And then if we extend all that, the slow speed with the lockout from Countess Lix, they're going to be wrapped up. As you can see with this team, it's still a longer run, but once we're at the boss, Eurogrim's going to solo, so it won't matter what happens here. Let's go to Doom Tower next, and then we'll get with Xavia and see what we can do to make some speed runs or faster runs with Xavia in there. This is going to be Doom Tower 118 hard. So they're pretty fast. They've got really high resistance, and we're going to make sure we get these burns up. We're going to extend the burns. We're going to get the skill lockout. We are going to get a lot of stuns in here as well because, you know, we've got to stun them. Even if we do skill lockout on everyone, which is a 2-turn, there was a 3-turn a minute ago, another 2-turn. Even if we lock all their skills out and they're only doing their A1s on a team with a kind of fragile, especially her, she's going to fall over quickly. You see she already got hit. She got hit by Stag Knight's A1 and she's almost dead. Luckily, I don't know. I don't even know how she survived from that because we need to pick her. This is in-game content, 118 Doom Tower hard. We'd need to take her to 60 probably, or at least give her a little bit more support, but I didn't want to bring in any kind of crazy legendaries to draw away from what she's doing here. Extending our burn to make sure it's up all the time. We kill the wave. From that, we're locking them out. Slow speed has been increased here because we're getting a slow speed from our Sylar, keeping them down. We just lost her, unfortunately, but we do have Syl to bring her back. So we're going to get the revive. We'll be ready for round 2, and everybody dies. Pretty easy to do. So she can be extremely strong in Doom Tower waves for you. Here we go with our... Which one are we doing here? Is this the one where we're using decreased defense or we're not? This is the one where we're not using decreased defense. This is the beginning one that we started out with. We're just bypassing that decreased defense. We're making sure she does her A2 first to extend all these poisons. And then Xavia is just blowing them up. Blow them up. We go on to the next wave. Reset. We've got this sped up a lot. I didn't want you to have to sit through even more, and then we blow this up. Now, a couple clips, I had this to where she was doing her decreased defense. She would loop back around. Xavia would start out with her A2. Then she'd extend all these poisons, and it was really cool that we were taking advantage of decreased defense, putting up all the poisons, extending them, and then having Xavia kill the wave easier with that decreased defense up. Then when we get to the boss, of course, again, she's fragile, right? So she's going to die here. We got to the boss within 30-something seconds, but since Xavia always does the poison explosion and clears all the poisons up, we had a whole line of poisons after we zone in. But Xavia is going to kill them all and only do 10% of the boss's max HP. We would be better off if we could program her to only do her A3 on wave 1 and wave 2 and then never do it on the boss. If there was a way to tell her to never do it on the boss, this run would be under a minute, easily, because there'd be so many poisons up, they'd be extended for a couple turns, or at least 1 turn more, because she stayed alive at least that long, and then the dragon would take turns and die off. I hope that wasn't too fast or too crazy. I just wanted to give you a really good idea of what we could do with this extension here. I think this is the most powerful thing about her. Decreased defense is amazing, and we do want this to speed up our runs, but being able to extend all the really powerful debuffs is more important to me. To bring it all together, she is an amazing package. I do wish she had more HP. I don't even want to do damage with her. Her defense, once we take her to 60, I believe is around 1,000, which is phenomenal. But I want her HP to be high because I don't want to use her as a DPS. I just want to use her as a support to get all these debuffs and extend all my debuffs. So let me know how you felt about this review of her down below. I do appreciate your love and support. Please subscribe, guys, if you haven't. Do that for me, and I will see you all in a video soon.